Hey, what's up everyone? Adam here with brahwegotthis, and today we are back for the Beginner Series live episode 2, and it seemed like you guys liked the first episode of this, so I'm excited to keep bringing you these new episodes. But in this episode, we are going to talk about crafting certifications and getting to level 10. Before we get started, I do want to mention that if you want to watch me play live, I stream on twitch.tv/brahwegotthis on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can come by and ask questions and troll me and just have a good time in chat. And you guys can also join our Discord and our growing community in the 2 guilds that we have as well. The links to the Discord and the Twitch are in the description. And if you guys want to check out the new merch that is on the merch store, you guys can check out all the cool huge mouse mats that we have, shirts, tank tops, mugs. We have some really cool designs there. If you want to check that out, the merch store link is in the description if you want to rep some Brahwegotthis gear. But let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first thing that you want to do when you log on, again, is upgrade your mount speed if you have the gold. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the stable and I'm going to upgrade mount speed, which I can't yet because I don't have enough gold. But when I do these crafting certification quests, I will have enough gold and we will do that afterwards. So as a brand new character, you want to do your crafting certifications next as soon as you get in, just so you can get your writs available to you. And if this is an alternate character for you, then I would recommend doing this as well, just so you can do writs. But I understand if you want to go ahead and start leveling an alternate character. But where you're going to need to start your crafting certifications is you need to go to your starter zone factions city. So since I'm a dark elf, my starter zone faction will be in Stone Falls and Davin's Watch. So we're going to go there. But if you're not in if you're not in Ebonheart Pact, Aldermary Minion is going to be in Ardon and in Vocal Guard. And you're going to want to go over here for the Mages Guild and over here for the Fighters Guild. There's going to be your Master Crafters are going to be over here, and you'll see them. It's going to be Melanith is going to be in the Fighters Guild, and Daniel Talano is going to be in the Mages Guild. Now, if you're in Daggerfall Covenant, you're going to want to go to Daggerfall and then Glonumbra and then Daggerfall City, and then they're going to be again in the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild. So if you want to check out the exact locations, you can actually go to our website on brahwegotthis.com, and we have the exact locations there for you. But I'm going to go ahead and teleport to Davin's Watch. So the first stop that we're going to go to is we're going to go up to Melanith, who is right here. So they're gonna have 3 different quests for you. So basically, you're gonna do each quest, right? So actually, hold on. Let me do something real quick. So if you guys have any sort of bankers or collections, you can go to your collections right here, assistants, and you can quick slot your banker. So you go to inventory, quick slot. You go to assistants. Put your banker on your quick slot bar. You can use your banker like that. And I'm going to use mine because what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if there's any sort of XP scrolls I can get. And the reason I'm going to do that is if I have any, I'm going to activate them. So then when I turn in these quests, I can get a little bit bonus experience. So we're going to, I don't really want to use these, so I'm not going to use them. I don't want to use the 100% experience scrolls. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. So I'm ready to be certified. We're going to do that. Let's do the blacksmithing certification first. Okay. So she tells us that we need to acquire 10 iron ore and we need to make an iron dagger. So we have to acquire 10 iron ore and we're going to have to make an iron dagger, I believe is what the quest said. So if you go to your quest log and you click in, it'll show you where you can go to get iron ore, which is over here. I believe that every single certification is going to be you're going to be able to get stuff over here. Now, if you have some in your craft bag already from an alternate character, or if people can send you iron ore, or whatever you need for, the crafting certification, like I said, you can have them do that as well. So I'm just going to do it like this though, so you guys can see if you're a brand new character, you can come over to this area and then we can go over back to Melanith. So we're going to basically talk to her and we're going to complete this part. So when we get over here, you're going to talk to her. You're going to be like, okay, that should be enough. And now we just need to make a iron dagger. So you can talk to this guy as well if you'd like to. It's not really, you don't really have to. You can just go to the station right here. And she just wants us to make an iron dagger. So go to dagger, do make an iron dagger. And there we go. Talk to Melanith.
Next is deconstruct.
And now we've got to deconstruct. So we have to deconstruct a blacksmith item. We can deconstruct this, or the ancient or greatsword, it doesn't matter. Now we talk to Melanith. And you are now certified as a blacksmith. Okay, so we hit level 4 from that quest. And so what we're going to do is, I'm just going to choose homespun breeches. Since I'm light armor, I'm going to put my other point into magicka. And you'll see that we have a skill point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one more point into one of these trees. Since I'm going to be a mage blade, probably, I think I'm going to put it into teleport strike. And what that does is, again, if you have more skills from one bar on your skill bar, you're going to level up that line faster. So just want to keep that in mind. But we're going to speed through all the rest of these certifications. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I'm going to get them all complete for you guys. So the rough maple for woodworking is going to be over here. Like I said, just press N on your journal, on your quest, and it will show you exactly where to go. They're going to be right outside the city, guys. You guys aren't going to have to do much for it. It's pretty simple and pretty self-explanatory. And we're also not going to go super in-depth into crafting this video just because I have a beginner's crafting guide that if you guys want to check that out, you can check it out in the description. And I go through the ins and outs of crafting. I'll kind of briefly go over it a little bit, but it's not going to be something, like I said, insane, like an insane amount. Okay, so we finished those 3 certifications now. So now we're going to go over to the Mages Guild, y'all. We're going to get our last 3 certifications. Okay, so you need to go to Daniel Teleno, like I said. We're going to get the Enchanter certification. And then let's see if we can pick up the other ones as well. Doesn't look like we can. Okay. So we have to craft a trifling glyph of health. And if you need to get the glyphs, like I said, you can either get them from guild traders or outside of these starter cities. All you gotta do is press M on your quest and it'll show you anywhere out here that should have them for you guys. So we gotta use an enchanting table. So let's go over to the enchanting table now. Okay, gotta do a trifling glyph of health, I think it said. So we're gonna make a trifling glyph of health. Here we go. Now we need to talk to that guy. He's right here. And we got the enchanting certification. All right. So we need to learn, we're doing provisioning now. We need to learn the recipe for roast pig. So let's see where it tells us to go for this. We're going to go here. We're going to press M. It tells us to go to the Mages Guild and search his trunk. Okay. Let's go ahead and search his trunk though. Roast pig. Okay. Once you get that recipe, you need to consume it by double clicking. And you know the recipe. Now we need to actually cook the roast pig. Got to go over to a fire. Looks like we have to talk to him first, actually. So we have to craft a roast pig. Right here. And you'll need white meat. And guys, we have these sort of things in our guild hall as well. You can craft stuff there if you need to. Just right click my name, teleport. But there we go. We have that certification. Now we need the Alchemy certification. So hold on, we just leveled up. So let's claim the rewards. We're going to get our racial skill line and our item health rings. Make sure to put your points into the thing that you'd like to put them into. And we have 2 skill points now. So what I'm going to do then, since we have 2 skill points, is I'm going to pick between one of these skill lines. I'm going to see, since I only have 1 skill left here available to me right now, I'm going to see which one of these do I want to get the most. Do I want to get Malevolent Offering, or do I want to get Shadow Cloak? I think what I want to do is I'm going to be using this line a good bit. So I'm going to get Shadow Cloak. I'm going to put that on my 5 bar. Now, we do have a morph ability. I do not know yet which morph I want, so I'm not going to morph anything just yet. I'll talk about that later on in another episode, but right now I'm not going to be worrying about that. I'm going to wait on that. So I have 1 skill point left. I can choose to use it in some of my racial stuff or crafting if I'd like, but right now I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to keep that skill point. So now for the alchemy certification, we need to make a sip of health. So it looks like we need to go over here is where my quest marker is telling me. So let's go ahead and go over here. And if you need any of these ingredients, like I said, they're outside of the city. You can find them in your starter city. So we're going to the alchemy station. We're going to make a sip of health. So what you're going to do is you're going to do Columbine and mountain flower. It tells you to do that in the quest. That makes your sip of health. And then you can talk to Daniel, who is right here, or Daniel, pronounce that. And you've got your alchemy certification. Now, that is 6 of your certifications. There's one more skill line that you can get, which is jewelry crafting. That is available if you have ESO Plus or the Somerset expansion. I'm going to show you guys where to do that next here in a second. But first, since we just got some gold, what we're going to do is we are again going to upgrade our mount speed. So I'm going to go over to the stable, and I'm going to do that now. Okay, do my mount speed. There we go. So I'm at 1% speed now. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to actually get Wall of Elements, and we're going to put that on instead of Shadow Cloak, because that's on my destruction staff, and we need that for an AoE. So something to note is that until you are level 6, the daily certifications do not open up. And with these certification quests, you can skip the certification quest if you are level 10 or higher in the actual crafting profession line. You can just skip it and do it instantly. So I just want to keep that in mind and let you guys know that. But if you want to start these off from scratch, you can do what we just did there and get these certifications. Okay, y'all, so we hit level 6. And so once you hit level 6, like I said, you unlock the jewelry crafting certification person. And you can go and get your crown experience scroll. You can put your points in to your resources, and I have a skill point here. Again, I'm not really going to use it in anything. I'm just going to keep what I have right now. But here is the jewelry crafting certification guy. He is in Alanor, in Somerset. So right here, you're going to talk to him. I'm going to see the resources that we need. We need 2 pewter dust. So it looks like we need to go over here, he says. Okay, after we talk to him, we got to craft pewter rings. And again, if you have level 10 in all these crafting lines, you can skip these certifications. So if you do these at a later point, you'll be able to just skip them. But if you're doing it like you're doing it with me here, then you're not going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and deconstruct. And we have the jewelry crafting certification. Okay, so now that we have all 7 certifications, you guys can see that basically once you hit level 6, you can do that, and you're going to open up these daily writ boards, okay? This is where the Alanor one's at, and in your starting cities, they're going to be in the main part of the city. So for, again, Evanart Pact, they're going to be somewhere in here. For Daggerfall Covenant, you know, they're going to be somewhere in here. And then for Ardon, which is the Automated Minute, they're going to be somewhere in here. And they're going to be in basically every major city. So you'll see them. They'll have these boards, and you can actually grab them. And if you have Dogobon's Lazy Writ Crafter, these will automatically grab them from the board for you. Now, what you'll see is with these writs, you'll see that it says craft a pewter ring, craft a pewter necklace. Okay, enchantments, craft these. Clothing, craft these. Blacksmithing, craft these. Alchemist, craft these. Provisioner, woodworker. But we have a writ guide on my YouTube channel and on the website, again, at brahwegotthis.com, if you want to go in depth on those. But basically what these are is every day you can do these, and they're going to give you rewards. And when you hit level 50 in all of your crafting professions, you're going to be able to do these at level 50, and they're going to have a chance to drop master writs. That will get you master writ vouchers if you complete the master writs, and that can get you some really cool goodies and cosmetics. But don't worry about that right now. Just try to do your daily writs if you want to and can. If you're a new player or an alt, they will help you. They'll give you experience, and they're fun to do, in my opinion, and you can do them every day. Again, this board does not open up until you are level 6 character level. With my jewelry crafter here, or my Dogobon's Lazy Writ Crafter, you're seeing that I'm completing my writs. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do these writs anyways, and if you have Dogobon's Lazy Writ Crafter, these are done automatically. Dogobon's Lazy Writ Crafter is an add-on for PC. You can watch my add-on video, or you can watch the or you can look at the website. We have the add-ons listed there. But basically, once you do your crafting writs, I didn't do the provisioner one because I didn't have some of the resources, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. And the enchantment one I did not do as well. But all you got to do is go to the writ boxes that are next to the boards. Here in Somerset, they're right here. You turn them in, and as you can tell, you get experience, you get items, you get so much stuff back, you get gold. So just from doing 5 writs right there, I just got loads of materials. I got almost 1k gold from all of that, and I got some items that I can use and then I can do other things with. And that is what I'm going to go into real quick before we get off this episode. I'm going to go into this crafting interface real quick with you guys. So again, with crafting, I have a video on this. I go through with this a lot, and I want to stress to you, you guys would benefit a lot by watching that beginner crafting guide if you're really, really interested in diving into crafting deep. But if this is your first character, I recommend getting into it. And the first thing I recommend doing, y'all, is researching, okay? So you'll see that you're able, like I have one thing here able to research. So I'm going to research it, okay? They're going to have a magnifying glass. That means that you can research the item. When you first start out, you can only research one item because you don't have the skill points in it. Now, what I'm going to show you is, if you see in this inventory right here, see that little magnifying glass? That needs to be researched, okay? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to pants, training. I'm going to start researching because it takes real life time. You see it says 5 hours, 23 minutes, 56 seconds. Now, the more we up our crafting levels, okay, as you can see here, we can get enchants improving items. We can get chance extracting better items. Reduces research times by 5%. Allows research of 2 items at once. The more we upgrade that, the more items you can research. So it's important to level that stuff up. The other thing I want to go over real quick for crafting, as you see this is ornate symbol. That means you need to sell those merchant. It sells for 208% more gold, and that is intricate. That means you need to deconstruct it because it gives you 300% more additional experience and better items. So crafting interface is pretty self-explanatory. You have the refinement for raw materials. Okay, you've got the creation, you've got the deconstruction. So we're going to deconstruct this. We're going to get some more experience from that. You've got the improvement tab, which don't need to worry about that right now. We'll talk about that at another time. You got the research tab, and then you've got furniture stuff. I am not going to go into that in depth right now because that is for my beginner crafting guide. You guys can check that out on the website or on YouTube. But that is crafting certification, y'all. Once you've done that, that means that you've got the Fighters Guild unlocked, you've got the Mages Guild and the Undaunted, you've got all your crafting professions unlocked. You can start doing your daily writs every day, getting experience, getting you items, all types of stuff, start leveling this stuff up. And you've got a decent amount of levels. I'm almost level 7 just from doing that stuff, and you've got some skills in your skill bar. Next episode, we're going to focus on getting to level 10 and doing our first dungeon, and we're going to go really in depth, or we're going to dive into what the paths are that you can take as your new character. Because if you're brand new, you have so much that you could do. You can just go quest in a zone, you could go do dolmens, you could go power level, you could do all types of stuff. So next episode, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about leveling, what would be your best paths if this is your new or first character, and then if this is an alternate character for you, I'm going to talk about some options that you have as well. If you guys like this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, heavy attack that bell icon, and remember, you guys can always check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/brahwegotthis, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream there live. You guys can check that out. It's in the description for the link. You guys can come ask questions, say hello. You can also join our Discord and our guild. We have a very beginner-friendly Discord and guild. We have over 2,000 people in the Discord and almost 2 full guilds. And also, you can check out the website at brahwegotthis.com. Also, I want to give a shout out to all the new patrons that joined this past week. All my exes live in Texas, Artemis, and Jawbreaker. Thank you again for supporting the channel, and thank you to all my other patrons that support the channel as well. If you guys are interested in joining Patreon, you guys can check out that link in the description. You get access to all my videos early and a bunch of other cool perks like vlogs, Q&A videos, and polls, and that kind of stuff. So again, that's in the description if you want to check that out. But until next time, y'all, have faith, be great, and I'll see you guys on the next video.